When a narcissist about to lose you permanently, this is what they'll do. It's wonderful to have you back on this channel, where we delve into the complex world of narcissism, narcissistic relationships, and the process of recuperating from them. I have a query for everyone to consider today. What do you believe occurs when these manipulative individuals eventually lose their hold on you? I need to hear all of your wild hypotheses in the comments section below. Unsurprisingly, narcissists are solely motivated by power, control, and manipulation when it comes to interpersonal relationships. These individuals heavily rely on the validation they receive from their relationships, but when they lose control over them, things can become extremely tumultuous very quickly. Trust me, I've seen it all before. Therefore, heed the following startling examples. 1. Be ready for a less than pleasant response from your narcissistic parent if you, as their adult child, have finally managed to stop providing them with financial assistance or have left their home. They've been using money as their mechanism of control, and now that it's gone, they won't take too kindly to you finally asserting your independence. 2. Imagine you're in a romantic relationship with a narcissist and have just secured that promotion you've been working tirelessly for or landed a new job that pays better than ever before. Congratulations, right? But hold on tight, because this shift in the power dynamic is likely to have your partner's narcissistic tendencies flaring up and causing some serious issues. 3. Escaping the clutches of a toxic, narcissistic boss who made your life a living nightmare and pursuing alternative job opportunities or your own entrepreneurial venture, where they can no longer hold power over you, is another situation where you need to be prepared for an unfavorable reaction from the narcissistic individual. These are only a few examples of the many ways narcissistic people typically respond when they lose their control over someone. Understanding these established patterns and the dynamics at play is key to navigating these difficult relationships more effectively. Share your own experiences and insights in the comments below. We'd love to hear your stories. The manner in which narcissistic individuals may respond to you setting boundaries can be unpredictable. They may resort to name-calling, putting you down, and generally attempting to shake your confidence. These types of people will say things like, "You're going to fail anyway, don't kid yourself, you're doomed to fail," or "Your success is fleeting and will soon cease to exist." Additionally, they may issue thinly veiled warnings, insinuating that your aspirations are foolish and that you'll end up regretting them. On the other hand, you may also encounter the classic tactic of vulnerable victimization. Narcissistic individuals may tell you things like, "It always goes your way, so I guess you don't need me anymore," or "I can't seem to get a break, but you have everything handed to you." They'll resort to playing the victim and make you feel guilty for your success. Furthermore, some narcissistic individuals may resort to abandonment tactics. You may be subjected to the silent treatment, be given the cold shoulder, or worse, they may threaten to terminate the relationship, insinuating that you'll be too busy for them with your latest endeavor. Ultimately, there's no limit to the lengths they'll go to exert control over you. In addition, narcissists may go to great lengths to seek revenge. For instance, they could launch a smear campaign, spreading negative rumors about you and your new endeavors. They might also refuse to share crucial information with you or actively work against you to hinder your progress. Keep in mind that healing from such toxic relationships requires you to break free from that space wherein you felt silenced and had to make yourself small in the interest of keeping the relationship going. It's a process that entails reclaiming your voice, embracing independence, and nurturing your individuality. However, you could discover that the narcissist doesn't respond well as you develop and become more independent. They will react with rage, disappointment, or even complete abandonment because they cannot abide the feeling that they are no longer in charge. You essentially become the narcissist's target of contempt since you are no longer under their control. You stop being a source of supplies for them and start becoming an issue. Instead of letting you advance and realize your own ambitions, they will work to return you to your prior place so they may continue to feed their ego. Narcissistic individuals are averse to relationships that they can't dominate, and thus seek to acquire leadership positions that grant them power. From a shift manager at a small restaurant to the CEO of a massive corporation, it's all about asserting control, whether on a small or grand scale. When a narcissistic person feels that their grip on you is slipping away, expect them to react in multiple ways. They may alter their strategies, change their behavior, morph from aggressors to victims, and even resort to threatening abandonment. It's a painful realization and a difficult part of the healing process when you come to understand that this relationship was never going to allow for your growth, advancement, and goals. Perhaps you had an inkling of this, but it's a whole different experience when it's evident. Individuals deeply bonded in such relationships often comprehend the implied message that the narcissist will depart once they begin to grow. As a result, the typical response to the accompanying fears is to shrink themselves to make the relationship work. They realize that if they dare to break free from the narcissist's suffocating grasp, they'll suffer their wrath, criticism, or perhaps even abandonment. In a narcissistic relationship, it's crucial to recognize that only one person's reality is permitted. This dynamic only thrives when the narcissist asserts dominance and control over you. When you dare to challenge this precarious arrangement, it becomes unsustainable. So, in short, they will either react with explosive rage or abandon the relationship altogether. The fear of confronting either the outburst or the subsequent abandonment often restrains individuals in narcissistic relationships from realizing their true potential. Though unintended, you might hold back and not pursue your full potential due to this fear. You may be apprehensive about relinquishing control and uncertain about the repercussions of asserting your independence. My greatest wish for you is that you find the courage to overcome your anxieties and discover a better existence for yourself. You have the right to acknowledge your true potential and flourish in a relationship that fosters mutual development and esteem. That's it for today's video. Thank you for watching.
So everyone, thank you for watching this video, and this session is some light conversation. So when a narcissist loses you, the aftermath can be tumultuous and unpredictable. Like a tempestuous tornado in the middle of a serene and peaceful landscape, the effects of the narcissist losing you can leave destruction in its wake and leave you feeling like a shell of your former self. The first thing to understand about a narcissist is that they view themselves as the primary source of power and authority. They believe they are entitled to special treatment and privileges that others don't have. When they lose you, their sense of entitlement is shattered, and they feel powerless and vulnerable. This experience is terrifying for them because they see themselves as superior to others, and losing someone important to them can shake their identity completely. As a result, the narcissist is likely to react to the loss in a variety of ways. They may try to win you back with grand gestures and promises, or lash out in anger and blame you for the loss. They may also fall into a deep depression as they struggle to come to terms with their newfound vulnerability and feeling of powerlessness. Above all else, the narcissist will be focused on themselves and their own needs. They may demand your attention and try to manipulate you into meeting those needs again, even if it means ignoring your own. Narcissists are notoriously selfish and will do anything to maintain their sense of superiority and control. In the short term, the narcissist's reaction to losing you may be extreme and even more dangerous. They may threaten to harm themselves or make drastic changes to their life to try and regain their sense of control. If you do choose to reconnect with a narcissist who has lost you, it's important to proceed with caution and be prepared for potential manipulation and emotional abuse. Over time, however, the narcissist might start to move on and try to find a new source of validation and control. This can be just as difficult for them as losing you, as they may struggle to find someone who meets their exacting standards and fulfills their needs as effectively. In some cases, the narcissist may come to regret their past behavior and seek to make amends. This can be a positive development, but it's still important to recognize that the narcissist may still struggle with putting your needs ahead of their own and may require support and guidance. Because narcissists will most likely turn back to their original self, because this is what they are. And ultimately, what happens when a narcissist loses you is difficult to predict and can vary widely based on the individual's specific personality traits and circumstances. However, it's important to recognize that a narcissist's reaction to losing you is centered on their own need for control and validation, and they might go to great lengths to try and regain that control again, no matter how many times they have to try, even if it means causing harm to themselves or others. Because this is everything that they have, and they can't risk losing it. In this sense, the aftermath of a narcissist losing you can be a cautionary tale of the dangers of putting too much faith in one person's sense of superiority and entitlement. By recognizing the signs of narcissism and protecting yourself from potential manipulation, you can avoid becoming a victim and preserve your emotional well-being. Well, I think this is all I can say in today's video, guys. I hope you find this video quite informative and entertaining. If you have anything to say or add to the discussion today, please don't hesitate to write them down in the comment section below, or you can just say hey to everyone. Please subscribe to this channel if this is your first time here, and well, thank you for watching this video, and until next time, have a nice day.